Hello there. Well, that's my VeloTron. As you can see, the frame is fully adjustable. I think it's the frame is called the Dynafit Pro, which means that obviously many different riders can use the machine for testing and that sort of thing. The copper disc at the back just passes through between electromagnets which provide the resistance, all controlled by the computer at the front. It's a simple, straightforward PC, nothing posh about it. The system in use is very smooth and comparatively quiet. It requires no specific warming up or calibration day in, day out. I just check it periodically if I'm doing an important test, and there's very little variation in it. So that's it. It's fundamentally quite a simple piece of equipment, but it's really is beautifully engineered. So I'm just going to do a session today which lasts about it's about an hour and 15-20 minutes, but obviously I'm not going to record all that. I'll just record a little short bit at the beginning, just where I warm myself up a little bit, so just a couple of minutes, just so that you can get an idea of what it sounds like and that sort of thing. I won't run the fan that I normally use, just so that the only sound that you'll hear is of the VeloTron itself. And so without further ado, I'll hop on and start pedalling, and I'll just this clip will just last a couple of minutes. You can see straight away how easily the back wheel spins. If I left it like that, it would spin for minutes, very slowly. There's no resistance on there at the moment at all. So we'll start the session. Just press F1, as you will be, or CompuTrainer users will be familiar with, and away we go. I'm just warming up at a very low wattage at the moment, but the resistance unit sounds pretty much the same no matter what the wattage. There's no big increase in the noise or anything like that. So I'll just sit here and pedal away. So the only noise there really is pretty much the chain. And if the unit was sitting on a concrete floor, there would be less sound as well, even less sound, because at the moment it's on a wooden platform which acts as a bit of a sort of a sound box, really. That's just run for 2 minutes now. Wattage has gone up very slightly. It's part of my pre-programmed warm-up. But I'm sure you get the idea from that, what it's all about. So I'm just going to pause this session now, switch off the camera, and then I'll carry on. So it comes to a halt quickly now because there's some load on it. I'll just stop it. And that's it. So really is a very, very nice unit indeed, and I have no regrets whatsoever about buying it. But I'll carry on with my warm-up. Thanks for dropping by. Well, there we are, an hour later, and not quite as fresh and relaxed as I was before, but that's my my hour done on the VeloTron. Well, an hour and about 20 minutes. Quite a bit of threshold work in there, so that was a good session. I don't know whether I can say I really enjoyed it, but once again this really excellent piece of equipment has proved its worth, and I shall be continuing with my indoor training work. I find it works extremely well for me, and it did after all get me around the whole route of the Tour de France this year, and I'll be producing another little podcast about that in the next day or two, which will be up in the iTunes store. So I'll say cheerio now. Hope the little view of the VeloTron's been of interest, and you take care, and wherever you are, enjoy your training. Oh, and I'll just give one little mention to a chap called Roy Galvin over in Ireland, who I know is very, very keen on training with power, and I'm in touch with him regularly. So keep in touch, Roy. All the best to you, and I'll spread the word about power training. I think the more people who get involved in this sort of thing, the better. So take care, everyone, and all the best to you. Cheerio. Bye.